the podiums are firmly bolted to the floor this time.
Gotcha, baby.
Great.
Nice to meet you.
Rohan, let's
We'll get
have
off
some
on the right
names.
foot. Okie dokie. Number one player. Hey, don't feel bad. That's better than 0, isn't it? Now tell me what your name is. Okay, you want...
Alright, stationary's fine.
30 seconds.
Hey, chill out. We'll get you to the game. Come on, everybody. Let's roll!
I need a category. Here we have occupational hazards of fictional people. $2,000 for a correct answer. Let's rock. Which TV character's occupation requires him to deal most directly with the zoning improvement plan instituted in 1960? Go for it! Perry Mason? Overruled. See, now, I could have given you some cash if you picked this. Cliff, the mailman from Cheers, works most directly with the zoning improvement plan because that, my little mail sacks, is where zip codes come from. All I can say is thank goodness he's getting drunk at Cheers all the time. I'd hate to be surprised by mail actually arriving on time. Okay, pick a... Say hello to, hey, that's not chicken, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, listen up. Let's imagine this conversation between Hawkeye Pierce and Dr. Sidney Friedman from MASH. It's driving me crazy, Sidney. I hate the idea of war, but I'm committed to fixing these kids so they can go back and fight the war. How would Dr. Sidney Friedman most likely respond? I'm intrigued by your cognitive dissonance. Do you dream of sleeping with your father? You have a vast collection. Go get it! Cognitive dissonance is the tension caused by holding two conflicting beliefs, like being opposed to war yet patching up soldiers so they can return to battle. Or say, being a dark satirical movie adapted for primetime television. Category, please.
1, 2, praise the Almighty 3.
This one likes to go by, a name in vain stays mainly in the brain. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Hey, don't you hate when this happens? It's your first day working at the Temple of the Norse Goddess of Marriage and you've already locked yourself out. What's the most appropriate thing? Take it! The Norse Goddess of Marriage was Frigg, so you have indeed lost your frigging keys. Better pray to the finder of lost things, the goddess face. Okay, I need a...
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta have 4, yeah!
The category is, does a bear tip 20% in the woods? $2,000 says you don't know this one. Well, it looks like I'm getting a break, because it's time to bring in a special guest host for the next question. And who do we have today, Raoul?
Today's guest host is Mike, the guy that just delivered our food.
I'm chewing that right in my ear. All right, Mike the sandwich delivery guy.
Hi there.
Mike, I've got roast beef and no pickles.
No problem.
Hey, nice voice. I bet I know what you do for a living.
I'm a waiter.
And like most waiters, I bet you're also... Help me out here, Mike.
I'm an actor.
Yeah, imagine that.
I perform and wait tables at a dinner theater.
That's great. That's great. Let's hear your question.
Okay, if we're doing Into the Woods and I'm in the weeds, what is happening? I'm filling ketchup bottles on stage, another actor just stole my line, I'm playing too many characters at once, or I'm handing a prop.
It's yours if you want it.
In waiter slang, if you're in the weeds, you have too many things to do at once and you're falling behind. It's hard to imagine playing too many roles at once, though. I have this one-man show coming out where I put on different hats and just become different characters.
There's pickles on this. I said no pickles.
Oh, my bad. I can take those off for you. I didn't make that one.
Put your hands on it.
Oh,
Get out of my seat. Get out of my seat.
Here, I can
No.
take that one.
Thanks, Mike. We appreciate your question. Just, you can go now.
No, they don't mind if I'm a little later.
Thanks, next. All right, hit me.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
Well, what do we have here? Urkel's gravitational pull. This one's worth $1,000. Hey, ever found yourself coming up with really complicated excuses for why you're sitting on your ass watching crappy TV? Suppose you claim that a gravitational force from an undetectable source in the universe is causing you to watch Urkel on TV. Which of these would you blame? Heaven in 227, Nebulous Rock and Rock, Aureola Gas and Head of the Class, or Antimatter and Family Matters? Go get it! Heaven and 227, aren't those the same thing? Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. Antimatter is believed to make up over 90% of the universe and have a gravitational effect on matter scientists actually can see. And Urkel, or anti-humor, affects the gravitational pull on Nielsen ratings. I need a category. Okay, give it up for... Sorry, I can't bathe today. I've got a date. This one can net you $1,000. Okay, listen up. Let's say you've decided to take a new approach to personal hygiene. Say you reserve the first Tuesday following the first Monday of each month for your monthly bath. If it's November, for what might you forgo bathing? Columbus Day, the general election, NBA opening day, or Thanksgiving? Take it! The first Tuesday after a Monday in November is Election Day. And for my sake, I suggest you vote by mail. Okay, pick a category.
7, lucky, lucky 7.
Well, looks like this category is Up and Adams. How does $2,000 sound? Flex those fingers, 'cause here it comes. Imagine that the Addams family is visited by a cousin, Nick Adams. Given the author of the Nick Adams stories, who most likely joined the show's writing staff? It's yours if you want it.
The name is Lurch. Lurch, Lurch.
The correct answer is... Ernest Hemingway. You can already see his influence in the Addams Family theme. They're spooky, altogether kooky, they live in a museum, people come to see them. All right. Hey, all right. Guess what you just picked? It's time to play Dis or Dat. And this Dis or Dat questions category is In the House with a Mouse. I'm gonna read you a story. Well, okay, it's a list. Make up your own story. For every name on the list, you have to tell me if it's a famous rap artist or a character from a Dr. Seuss book. If you see a name... so you already know how to play. Okay, let's put 30 seconds on the clock then. Let's go in. Cat in the Hat, Rapper Ducks, Busta Rhymes, Sam I Am, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Gerald McGrew, Yertle the Turtle. Last one, Biggie Smalls. Last one, hurry up and... That's all she wrote. 6 right. Not quite perfect, but you can't get any closer. Let's throw it into your score. Good job on that. Keep it up. Category.
Aloha, question number 9.
Let's see what we got going. Toys you want to throw against the wall. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. If the makers of Rubik's Cube were to branch out and make a Rubik's dodecahedron, how many colors would the new toy have? 3, 7, 10, or 12? A dodecahedron has 12 sides. Man, I bet it'll be a bitch telling the mauve side from the lavender side. Okay. Hey, great choice, sweetie. I've been waiting for this since we got going, 'cause this one's a 3-way. Alrighty, here's the deal. You're gonna see a 3-way like this one. Geez, I guess somebody's not nervous about this. Well then, let's see what we've got waiting for us under the sheets. The category for this three-way is 1 out of 3 ain't bad, but let's see if you can get all 7, okay? This three-way is gonna be about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Looks like this is it. Here's your three-way.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
And it looks like we're all done. Let's check out your performance. I think you were, how shall we say, a little too quick out of the gates. Let's see what this lousy performance does to your score. So, let's see what we've got ahead of us here. Okay, we're halfway home. Let's see how round 2 treats you. Every question in round 2 is worth twice as much, so we got some serious cash at stake here. I need a category.
Don't look now! It's question 11!
Coming at you, wise guys and outerwear. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Let's see how you handle this one. When did Al Capone need a Chicago overcoat? When it rained? When he went... It's yours if you want it.
Sweet dreams.
In case you're wondering, a Chicago overcoat is gangster slang for a coffin, but Al's wasn't very flattering. It made him look cold and stiff.
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
This category's known as... Ew! Get it right, I'm handing over 2K. Think fast. Suppose there were a country called Boogerland whose sole industry was making used tissues. Go get it! The value of a country's entire product output is called the Gross National Product, or GNP.
Come on, people. We gotta step up production or we're gonna fall behind Poopville this quarter.
All right, hit me. May I introduce... I go to war for her. Set up straight. This one's worth $6,000. Okay, buzz in when you can tell me which mythological figure might have placed this personal ad. Single white male in search of single white female. Seeks wife with face that could launch 1,000 ships. Prefer beauty over richness, power, or glory. Married? Foreign? Even better. Golden apple commit... Take it! Paris was the Trojan who abducted Helen from her Greek husband with the help of Venus. Paris went on to invent the snooty waiter, the $10 Coke, and the month-long vacation in August. Okay, I need...
Ain't no love like number 14.
This little number's known as, I dated an alien. How does $4,000 grab you? Okay, listen up. For the sake of argument, let's say the first, second, third base making a home run analogy for sex also equates with close encounters of the first, second, third, and fourth kind with aliens. If you get a home run with an alien, what happens? You take pictures of its ship from the bushes, you go to meet its parent. Go for it!
And if you look to your left, you'll see the popular wrong answer.
Ooh!
Let's take a look at the right answer. A close encounter of the fourth kind is actually abduction, so your alien significant other is gonna drag you onto the ship to meet its family.
I know you like him, but why can't you date a nice Martian boy? But Mom!
Category, please.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
Pucker up for... Hey, no biting! One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Oh no! You've been attacked by Count Facula! What are your symptoms? You're burned to a crisp, you're a list of frequent... No, that would be a FAQ. What does that sound like? For the curious, here's the right answer. A facula is an extra bright spot on the sun, so it's either get bit by Count Dracula in the dead of night, or kill him with sunlight and risk getting burned to death by Count Facula. Man, you just cannot win. I need a cat. Uh-oh, blah, 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 blah.
It's time for a Triple S mess fun.
Your gibberish category for today is Chivalry in the Red Light District. The opening value for this gibberish question is $10,000. Now listen up. Every second and a half, some of the cash is going to disappear, so if you want to win big, you got to be quick. Okay, pay attention and tell me, what title does this rhyme with? Does the knight see Thor kissed us? And don't let the punctuation throw you off. All right, type in your answer, hit return, and let's see how you do. "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." That was always my favorite poem. Well, next to "There Was a Young Man from Nantucket," of course. Okay, pick...
On the big bayou in Louisiana, crest on 17.
Shake hands with "Scooping Out the Cat's Box." Play your cards right, you win $4,000. All right, how many times have you seen cats? Well, you ought to know this. So when you do know this, buzz in and type the word or words that complete this lyric. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the blank. Run with it, type in your answer, and
Happy trails.
too bad you didn't type this. Memory, also the title of this wildly popular song from Cats. What I want to know is, how many things aren't better than cats? Okay, I need a category. The category? Guys with 9-inch nails. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. Put it in gear, cause here we go. If rock band 9 Inch Nails changed its name to the technical term for a 9-inch nail, what might you hear fans chanting? Go get it! Well, you're toast. Bet you wish you'd pick this. Any nail over 6 inches long is called a spike. How soon do you think it'll be before their fans start showing up with 9-inch spikes through their lips? All right, hit me. And this one is, he's not Frosty, he's my snowman. $2,000 for a correct answer. Just step up and take a swing at this one. If Frosty the Snowman's temperature were 0 on the Kelvin scale, what could you call him? Frosty the boiling puddle of water, Frosty the melting snowman, Frosty the diffuse cloud of condensed vapor, or Frosty the absolute zero man? Take it!
Frosty!
Should have picked this. 0 Kelvin is known as absolute zero and is roughly minus 460 degrees Fahrenheit, also known as real damn cold. Category, please. This one's called Songs That Require Tight Pants for Men. This one can net you $6,000. Heads up, here it comes. Considering its melody's origins, what would be the most appropriate activity to perform while singing the Star-Spangled Banner at a ball game? Starting a fight, performing an impromptu musical, shotgunning a beer? Go for it! Praying to God? No, but you might want to entertain it as an option for this game. Here's what you should have picked. The Star-Spangled Banner's melody was originally an English drinking song. Say, can you see? Okay, I need a cat. You're about to embark on the attack. A little edgy, aren't we? Relax and take a look at this clue. I'll tell you when to panic. blank and blank. Yeah, better hope you don't draw a blank. Good luck. That was an experience, a real painful one. Look at the star. Let's see how it hurt your final score. That's the game. Player, you ended up with less than nothing. Just think how bad your score would be if you were actually competing with somebody. And while we're on the subject...
You don't know!
Nice work, people. Congratulate yourselves. We pulled off another one. Hey, Raul, can we go home or are we playing another one of these?
Making the high scoreboard, that ought to give you a nice sense of accomplishment. Hey, if you still feel a little unfulfilled and want to keep battering away at these useless accolades, let me know. We'll